Yes, mate. Hope you're good. I do apologise. The dog's just ran in the room. If you hear any barking, I've had a little browse through all your checking already, mate. Everything looks absolutely solid. To be fair, so it makes my life considerably easier. Just to note that next week will be the start of kind of phase two. Now, phase one is just about kind of getting the basics under wraps, and you've pretty much done that. Split like you smashed it. To be fair, mate. You're making the results that we want you to make. All that is next week is we start making things that little bit more challenging. Which looking through your check-in is kind of what it looks like you want anyway. So we're going to make things a little bit more. Now we've got a bit of data on you guys, we can kind of make things a bit more specific, a bit more custom. So like we can increase your step count. So just so I know you're averaging about 15,000. So you're absolutely nailing what we've set you already. And then I know you're interested in throwing in some more cardio. Obviously, we're okay with you doing that as long as you are. So yeah, next week I think will probably be a bit more kind of what you're after anyway. Just had a little look through this one, answer any questions, and then I'll go through everything a bit individually. I'll pause it so you don't have to watch me scanning. Yeah, mate, you definitely get enough cardio in, but if you want to throw an extra 5k in, that is absolutely no problems. As long as it's not kind of impacting your recovery too much, we are totally fine with that. At the end of the day, we just don't want you to get too beaten up. The more you can do, the better, honestly, but there does get to a point where it starts to impact recovery, and that's when it's an issue. Generally, that doesn't happen for a little while, so you'll get away with it for a few weeks anyway. Join the program, good. My family said my face looks skinnier. Yeah, mate, I just had a look at your progress photos. They look way better, which, to be fair, in 2 weeks, we don't expect them to look way better. So, well done, big well done. Make sure I don't buy ice cream and shit loads of carbs in it. Went for a burger. No, but nutrition target. Yeah, I'm going to go through your nutrition in a second because I've had a look through my meals, and to be fair, I'm happy with how you're doing things, but I'll explain why when I go through that. In terms of chest, mate, I'll have a look at your push workout, but honestly, don't put too much pressure on. I should be doing this. All that you need to focus on is what I did last week. Can I do more this week? It doesn't matter what those numbers are, as long as you are progressing every single week. Honestly, don't stress it out at all. All you can do is beat yourself last week, and if you do that, that is all that matters. It really is. People kind of think I should be lifting X amount of weight, but everyone's different for one. Everyone's starting from a different place, but as long as you're improving each week, that is honestly all that matters. This all looks solid. Where I'm with anything, do I need to change my training, weights, reps, etc.? Everything looks good, and there's no red flags at all, mate. I know you can take harsh criticism, but with the results you're making, you're not going to get any. I will go through some things now. We're going to go through this one by one. So body weight wise, mate, the start of the week we were at 90.5 and we ended with a low of 88.3, which is amazing. 2.2 difference there. Now, obviously, the most important thing is the average body weight, and that itself is down 1.9, so that is absolutely mega, mate. So, like I said, even if you were doing things terribly, I still can't moan at you because that is a mega result, especially for week two. In terms of training, I've gone through this already. All looks solid, mate. So, I'm impressed. Obviously, all the numbers are going up in weight, which is what we like to see. You can expect that to happen for the first few weeks because obviously the first week you're probably just setting the numbers. Second week you're like, right, I can beat that. And this is why we like 8 week challenges, because for me personally, when I do a diet, I like the first 8 weeks. The next 4 weeks get tough. The 4 weeks after that get tougher. But generally for the first 8 weeks, it's just full of positives. You're seeing good results and you're not tired yet, so you're still making progress. That's why 8 weeks really works very well. But yeah, everything's going up nicely. What I tend to look for in people is they're not just doing kind of the same weight for the same reps for 3 sets. That's a real red flag, which you're not doing. And then there's some exercises where you're even dropping the weight, like on this wide machine row. That is something we would expect to see on the third set, because obviously the first and second set should be tiring you out. So if people are getting more weight, more reps on the third set, that's a red flag, if that makes sense, because first, second set should be tiring you out, which, looking at this, mate, they are. So the training side of it, I have absolutely no issues at all. It all looks very good to me. 12, 20, plus greens, plus greens, plus greens. Yeah, mate, this training is absolutely fine. 25, absolutely smashing it, mate. Obviously, this looks like it's going down, but that's actually your body weight going down. Reps up. So, in all honesty, reps going up on like a hanging leg raise or anything body weight related is a really positive sign. Body weight stuff is hard, man. Some exercises you get more weight, more reps. Again, mate, I can't actually. I know. I would like to give you some harsh criticism, but there's none to give you, which is better. Let's be real. But yeah, mate, the training looks absolutely spot on. I'm happy with it all. What you'll notice in a few weeks' time is you'll initially focus on just lifting more weight, and you think that's the most important thing. But sometimes I find, let's say you do X amount of weight and X amount of reps 1 week, the next week you might go up in weight the next week you might stay on that same weight and go up in reps. You don't have to just go weight. That way form can get a bit sloppy sometimes. So focus on the quality as well. Just doing the same reps and the same weight, but the second week you do it with better execution, better form. That is progression in itself. So there's so many ways you can progress a lift, but for now I do think you'll just be getting stronger and stronger, which we like to see. Let's be real. Use a machine. Yeah, a few different machines swapped out. That's completely fine, mate. That's just what happens training in the gym. So yeah, mate. Training wise, absolutely nailed it. Nutrition. All I really wanted to discuss was there's a few little bits in there, obviously, that don't stand out like an Oreo frappe. But what I did want to say is the fact that you're still making results and still fitting some foods in that you like is a fine thing. Like, yeah, obviously we wouldn't recommend having an Oreo frappe, but the good news is if you still got these things in your diet currently and you're making results, if results start to slow down at all, we know straight away what we can pick out, and they're the easy fixes. It's when people have a food diet that's really clean, really on point, and they're still not seeing results, that's when things get tricky. But now that you've still got a few little bits in there, which is completely fine, as long as you're hitting your calories and your protein, that is mostly all that matters. But yeah, obviously, if the time comes to it, we can get rid of them, and it's a dead easy swap. And most people can't really moan when I tell them to stop drinking Oreo frappes, if you know what I mean. Steps, absolutely smashed it. Cardio, absolutely smashed it. 107 minutes, yeah, perfect. Sleeps look pretty solid. Sleep quality is good, that's the most important thing. Muscle soreness, somewhere in the middle, which is about right. Decent energy levels as well. So, mate, absolutely nailed it. Now, this is where, it was this one and this one. Like, this is 2 weeks difference, and, mate, you're way slimmer. Like, well slimmer. Which, honestly, we don't expect to see within 2 weeks. We expect to see like a reduce in bloating, but you look physically slimmer, which is pretty impressive, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely see less bloating, which is expected. But yeah, all around, mate, these are absolutely mega. So yeah, like there's definitely a lot more shape to you as well. Like yeah, mate, I'm not. I wish I could give you some more criticism, so I'll give you some pointers to change next week. But honestly, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't overthink it. Just keep doing this, and you will absolutely smash it, mate. Because you have so far. What do we start at? We started at like what was the highest weight I'm in? 92.6, and today 88.3. It's like over 4 kilos off in 2 weeks. It's absolutely amazing, mate. We expect big drops in week 1. Week 2 not as big as this, so you've smashed it. So yeah. Any questions, mate, give us a shout. But we are going to change things as of next Monday, but we will communicate that with you before we do it.